Hey, good morning, team. Thanks for checking in for another Kilograms to Kilometers podcast. Today, we're going to try and jump back on this cycle a little bit, discuss running and conditioning, and been having this conversation with a few individuals recently about, it's great that you say you're going out and running, 3-4 days a week, but how are you gauging your performance? How are you managing or journaling or tracking your work rate and your intensity? And a little bit of a shameless plug, been very fortunate to work with Sports Performance Tracking, or SPT, which is a more economical, I guess you'd say, GPS system based out of Australia. Do they have all the fancy bells and whistles that some of the higher end GPS systems do? No. But do they give you the same data a fraction of the cost? Yes. And for coaches like myself, for a lot of athletes, club athletes, amateur athletes or novice athletes who are interested in that type of data and in tracking their performance, it does the job. It gives you everything you need and allows you to make sure that you're training at your best, right? Biggest reason for that is that you can do more work, or you can gain more advantage and get more benefit with less work, less effort, or less reps even, right? So rather than going out and doing a 30-minute run that you might be accustomed to doing, you can do that same thing in 15-20 minutes at higher intensities. And you got the GPS there to kind of track. Now, a lot of folks say, well, I've got a Fitbit, I've got a Garmin, etc. Yeah, those are great, and those are going to track your distance. Those are going to track your average speed, but they're not going to track your top end speed. They're not going to track, the GPS is able to track your speed and your intervals minute to minute, not just as a general average. And that, especially for team athletes, when speed and sprinting and acceleration and power and all those things are a critical part to your performance, that's where the GPS really sets itself apart from, your Fitbits and whatever other fitness track or general fitness tracking devices that someone may consider. So it's a huge from a coach's perspective, and even for the athlete, once you know and understand it, it helps, especially with return to play. So let's say you got a tweaked hamstring or something along those lines, then you can use the GPS to see, okay, how fast am I able to get, how fast am I able to maintain 90%, 95%, whatever it is. And that's the difference maker, right? Then you're also able to, let's say if you're an athlete and you have your own, you're able to track your load and your intensity in practice. That's extremely huge, because then you can see, oh, hey, we covered, 1 or 2 extra K last night in practice. Therefore, tomorrow or today, whenever you're looking at it, I need to scale back on my workout. I need to change my expectations. The awesome part about it, for those that are working with us, or those that might be interested in working with us, is that you can be remote, you can travel. We've had athletes, abroad, who will wear them. You upload it into your file or into your account. You can actually share that information with me or with the coach or a coach, and then the coach, even from afar, can see that, stay up to date on how things are going, adjust your recovery whenever you come out of that tournament, adjust your workouts or your benchmarks, your goals from one day to the next. All right, so that's just kind of the elevator pitch, I guess, a long elevator for GPS units, and especially for team sport athletes or even the coaches. Some of the benefits that you get out of utilizing that information and that data. So if you do have any questions about how we use it, how it can benefit you, or if you'd be interested in, hey, I want to add this to my birthday list or the holiday wish list or something like that, you'd be surprised at the cost of it and all the value and all the benefit that you get back in return. So more than happy to chat to anybody about it. Feel free, as always, hit us up on social media or email. And also check out our YouTube page at Universal Sports Strength. Has loads of videos, exercise demonstrations, even presentations, discussions, Zoom calls, team syncs, or team meetings that we've done for other groups. And you can check out all those resources, even other coaches that we've spoken to about their practice or about strength and conditioning in general. So feel free to check that out. Loads of resources there. Hopefully you get take something away from it. So have a great day and keep working.